The others laughed. Everyone in the room was a member of the very select club who knew that Billy Barnett's true identity was that of Teddy Fay, formerly of the CIA, and someone who, as far as most of the world knew, had perished several years ago. They also knew that Billy Barnett wasn't Teddy's only alternate persona. He was also Academy Award-winning actor Mark Weldon, a.k.a. Tyler Storm, in Storm's Eye. Hattie Barrington, the film's composer and Peter's wife, eyed her husband, who was still writing in his notebook. "Why do I get the feeling you're not happy?" Peter glanced up. "Why do you think I'm not happy?" "That worry line on your forehead, for one." "That obvious? To me, yes." "Well, I wouldn't say I'm not happy, but I could be happier," he conceded. "You say that about all your films," Tessa Tweed, Ben's wife, said. She was an Oscar-winning actress herself and had starred as Tyler Storm's niece in the film. "You do recall that you told us this would be the final cut, don't you?" Ben said. Peter grimaced. "Yeah, about that." Before he could continue, Ben said, "And that we're already 2 weeks past when you were scheduled to have picture lock?" "I do, but—" "And most importantly, the final film must be in the can before you leave for Europe in a few days." "It's only one scene," Peter said quickly. "Which one?" "The confession at the house." "I loved that part," Tessa said. "I wouldn't change a thing." Peter shook his head. "The pacing's off." To Billy, Ben said, "Thoughts?" Billy considered it for a moment, then said, "It's a good scene, but if Peter thinks there's room for improvement, then I trust him." "You're supposed to be on my side," Ben said. "I'm on the movie's side, always and forever. Besides, there's still time for him to work his magic, and we are under budget." "For which I thank you," Ben said. "It's what I do." "I promise I'll be done before we get on the plane," Peter said. "The day before you get on the plane," Ben said. "You don't trust me?" "Oh, I trust you, but I also know that if the deadline is right before you board, you'll find some way to keep tweaking it during the ride to the airport." Peter opened his mouth to argue the point, then shrugged. "You know me too well." On that coming Sunday, Peter, Billy, Tessa, and Hattie were departing on a European press tour to promote Storm's Eye's upcoming release, finishing with the film's world premiere at the inaugural World Thriller Film Festival in Berlin. Adrian Adele, one of the film's other stars, would also be joining them. "Question," Hattie asked, raising a hand like she was in school. "What about Tom Norman's new movie?" Peter looked at her, confused. "The premiere is in 2 nights," she reminded him. "You're taking me, remember?" He winced. "Right. Sorry, sweetheart. Not sure I'll be able to make it." She sighed. "It wouldn't be the first time." "I have an idea," Billy said. "I was going solo, but if you wouldn't mind the company of an old movie producer, I would be honored to be your date." "Billy, are you hitting on my wife?" Peter said. "I wouldn't dare." "I happily accept," Hattie said. Peter grinned. "Thanks, Billy. If I were to choose anyone to stand in for me, it would be you." "Excuse me, but your best friend is sitting right here," Ben said, pointing at himself. "You'd be on that list, too, just a few slots farther down." "A few slots?" Peter shrugged and stood. "Now, if you'd all excuse me, I need to get back to work." 2. Owen Pace tugged down on the brim of his baseball cap and adjusted his wool scarf so that it covered his mouth and nose. Once satisfied.